Executive's monthly report.
Thank you. I'll take the report as read. I just want to highlight that it's been an extremely busy time. So from the elections, induction, of course, a significant amount of staff involved in the Hiranui Kaikoura earthquakes, and in an ongoing way as well. And of course the fires most recently really take out quite a lot of our staff in terms of senior people and running the EOCs and providing the support as well as at the front line and welfare support services. On top of that, of course, there's been the work on the annual plan. So given that the focus has been on that, I'm really pleased that to date there hasn't been significant impact on business as usual, but that's always something that we need to keep an eye on because it's been challenging in terms of being able to deliver on everything. So happy to take any questions.
Questions? Yanni?
Two questions. One is about the costs from the fires. When do you think we'll be in a position as a council to understand what the financial implications are for us?
They'll be estimated once the fires are actually out, so there's still work on the fires, and then there's quite a bit of work in terms of understanding not just in terms of the direct costs but the indirect costs. So we monitor our staff involvement and things such as on a daily basis the welfare support and those sorts of things, but then there are the other costs in terms of the impact that will take a little bit more time. So I can't give you a date, but it's a substantial process we need to go through.
So we don't have any sort of rough estimates of several million or hundreds of thousands? Or
It would be inappropriate for me to make that.
Cool. And then the second question was just in regards to the issue of the ongoing issue of maintenance and just the general concern that's been expressed through the sheer number of complaints we're getting around the tidiness of the city. Have you got any response in terms of what we're looking at to try and reduce the number of complaints coming in?
So we always get a seasonal increase in complaints. This time of year it's been very warm and hot and wet, so that always increases, particularly around parks. I'm assuming you're talking about maintenance issues.
Yeah, litter bins. We just saw the article in the paper today in regards to Ikaroa, but streets, parks, stormwater systems.
So this came up at the Finance and Performance Committee, I think, and there was going to be some reporting back on that. So there's a range of things we're doing, working with contractors. It's also understanding where there are more innovative ways and more local ways of actually dealing with those things as well. But that will come through the Finance and Performance Committee.
Yeah, Finance and Performance, I think the decision was made, I think you were there, that it would report back to the meeting that reported back the Finance and Performance meetings report. So the next council meeting will get the staff at the end of the table and they can answer the questions. Yep.
We'll reduce the number of complaints.
That was the idea.
I would just like to add, though, that things such as increase in complaints is also because we've increased awareness and ability for people to provide us information. So things like the Snapstein Sol is actually helpful for us in terms of being able to respond more quickly, but it also means that there will be an increase in terms of complaints that come to us.
Yeah, I understand that, but there does seem to me a general increase in the state of untidiness in the city as well. Yeah.
Well, I have to say that one of the things that I was going to mention was I was kind of struck by how much moving to a paperless environment has saved $90,000 per annum embedded into operational savings. I mean, I just think that's extraordinary. And being somebody that preferred paper, I've eschewed paper. I've gone straight to this, and there are aspects of it I don't like, but when I see $90,000 saved, I just go, yeah, good one,
and
good call.
And the next steps, of course, is the community boards will move to that as well.
Yeah, Anne.
Can I make a comment rather than a question? One of the themes that came through this morning from the community board chair reports was how positive they were about staff and the work that staff were doing with them. And I think that that has to be noted. So, thank you.
I'll pass that on, thank you.
Any other? Would someone like to move that the report be received? Dion, seconded Jamie. I'll put that motion. All those in favour say aye. Those opposed say no. That's carried.